always the day after intense play. I get like super small and things. I'm like, I look great. Even though like I have to begin with, but like it's a little extra, you know. Who needs Botox when I can lose my face?
I have the world's strongest chin.
Until you make a loop, and that's all the way around.
It's like you never step. I've never seen it. Has your dog ever tricked a rabbit? I don't think so. Step on.
Here we go.
Oh my God, tricked a rabbit.
You want to do the
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the graduating class of 2017. The processional is led by Ryan Powers, our student trustee, and Bo Gersnich, president of the student body, who are carrying our university and college banners. The marshals will then accompany the bachelor's candidates to their seats. Members of our university staff are specially selected to serve in the role of marshals. Students graduating this afternoon in the College of Business, including the majors of Finance, Insurance, and Law, and Marketing, will be seated on the east side of the arena, to the audience's left. Students graduating with majors in Accounting and Management and Quantitative Methods will be seated on the west side of the arena, to the audience's right. Now entering the arena are the master's degree candidates. The degrees to be conferred today include Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accounting, and Integrated Bachelor of Science, Master of Professional Accountancy. The master's hoods include red and white, representing Illinois State University. Faculty members of Illinois State University march in wearing the colorful hoods of the colleges and universities from which they graduated. The colors of the velvet borders indicate their field of study. You will find additional academic regalia information on page 4 of the commencement booklet. The processional now concludes with the entrance of the platform party, which includes the President's Party and the Dean's Party. We offer our thanks today to the members of the ISU Wind Symphony under the direction of Dr. Joseph Manfredo for providing the music for this ceremony. We hope you enjoy the ceremony and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon. My name is Jan Murphy, and I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 158th Commencement Ceremony of Illinois State University. This is a time for celebrating, so let's enter into the spirit of honoring, praising, and congratulating our graduates of the class of 2017. We'll begin this afternoon with the singing of the national anthem, led by voice performance and music education major Caleb Bent. Please rise and remove your hats.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Caleb. We're pleased and honored to have with us members of the Board of Trustees of Illinois State University. Trustees are citizens appointed by the governor who serve without financial compensation, devoting their energies to the betterment of our university. Will the following members of the Board of Trustees please stand and be recognized? Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Chairperson Rocky Donahue, Trustee Bob Dobsky, Trustee Julie Annette Jones, Trustee Marianne Louderback, Student Trustee Ryan Powers. Thank you, trustees. We are also honored to have with us Illinois State University administrative officers, faculty, and student leaders. Will each individual please stand as I call your name and be recognized? Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Vice President for Finance and Planning, Mr. Daniel Stevens. Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Levester Johnson. Vice President for University Advancement, Mr. Pat Vickerman. Associate Vice President for Graduate Studies and Research, Dr. John Bauer. Director of Graduate Studies, Dr. Amy Hurd. Dean of the University Libraries, Dr. Dane Ward. Dean of the College of Business, Dr. A.J. Samant. Associate Dean of the College, Dr. Timothy Longfellow. Associate Dean, Dr. Daniel Goebel. President of the Alumni Association, Mr. Tim Pantalone. And President of the Student Body, Mr. Bo Grisnich. Thank you all for being here this afternoon. Please welcome the Dean of the College of Business, Dr. A.J. Samant, who will recognize our outstanding faculty and department chairs.
Thank you, Provost Murphy. The university is a very special institution committed to learning and the exploration of ideas. At the heart of this academic environment are our faculty who dedicate their energy, time, and talents to sharing with students their love of learning, the excitement of exploring ideas, and the confidence to reach further potential. It is my honor and pleasure to recognize and thank our talented College of Business faculty and department chairs dedicated to building our students' futures. Will the faculty and the department chairs Please rise and be recognized. Thank you. Today, we will recognize and honor the hard work and accomplishments of our graduating students in the College of Business. At this time, I want to acknowledge those students who have achieved the honor of membership in Beta Gamma Sigma. Beta Gamma Sigma is the National Scholastic Honor Society for business schools that are accredited by AACSB International, the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. Membership in Beta Gamma Sigma is one of the highest scholastic honors that a student in a school of business or management can obtain. Will Beta Gamma Sigma members please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce the winner of the Jack North Student Leadership Award and the representative of the graduating class of 2017, Bree Allen. Bree is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Risk Management and Insurance. She is a member of ISU's honors program and a university scholar. During her time at ISU, she has served as Vice President of Student Affairs for Gamma Iota Sigma, the Vice President of Finance for Delta Sigma Pi Business Fraternity, as well as a mentor for Business Week. Last year, she had the opportunity to do an international internship with Lloyd's of London in London, UK, through the Katie School of Insurance. During her internship, she was able to learn distinct differences from the US insurance market and the UK insurance market. In addition to her academics and her professional development, Bree donates her time at the YWCA of McLean County, where she serves as an after-school counselor and creates lesson plans twice a week to teach students about general business skills. Please join me in welcoming Bree Allen to the podium.
All right, guys, we did it. We're finally here. So give yourself a round of applause. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you for making it this far. I am so proud of each and every one of you for receiving this great accomplishment. So I would just like to start off by saying I, as a recipient of the Jack North Leadership Award, am absolutely honored to serve as your commencement speaker and be able to represent such a great group of students, and as a first-generation college student. Now, I'm gonna do some math for you all. So I realize that's probably the last thing you wanna hear after a long 4 years of college, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So, many of us have been here for 4 years. We can break that down into about 16 weeks a semester. That's about 128 weeks over 4 years. 128 weeks equals 3,072 days, 73,728 hours, 4,423,680 minutes, or 256,420,800 seconds. That seems like a lot of time, right? But just think about it. It feels like just yesterday we were sitting in Business 100 and moving into the residence hall, whether Watterson, Hugh Manchester, or Tri. These years have flown by at a record speed, and what do we all have to show for it? We spent countless of hours studying, doing homework, doing group projects, and taking exams. But I want you to sit there and think, what have you done to make these 4 years at ISU memorable? I can tell you a few things that I've done. I've joined Delta Sigma Pi, Gamma Iota Sigma, the Katie School of Insurance. I've been on the Business Week team. I've been a mentee, a mentor. I've studied abroad, and I've volunteered. These experiences have helped define who I am and find what I'm passionate about. Many of my friends sitting down there in those seats and in the audience, they give me a lot of slack for talking about my study abroad experience, just a little bit too much. But what they don't realize is how much of a defining time in my life that had been. It was at a time I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. It solidified my passion for the major I'd been studying for 2 years and pushed me in the direction of the job that I ultimately accepted. None of this would have been possible without the College of Business. ISU, you see, academics, while vital, only accounts for part of the college experience. What is your time at ISU without amazing organizations, great friends, pub Wednesdays, a little bit of crying, and a lot of laughing? College is all about those experiences that shape your 4 years. The College of Business, besides being the best-looking building on campus, heightens our experiences while preparing us for the real world. I have never met a better prepared group of students ready to begin their careers. And for that, we have the College of Business to thank. The College of Business has given me a second home. I've never felt so accepted and comfortable with such a large group of individuals. So, let me ask you guys, by show of hands, how many of you were involved in a College of Business RSO? How many of you have had a best friend in the College of Business? How many of you have had a roommate in the College of Business? How many of you have dated someone in the College of Business? So look at that. We have something extremely remarkable here, and I really hope that none of you have ever taken that for granted. We are such an amazing group of individuals, and I am better for being able to know even a portion of you all. And thank you to all of the parents, family, friends, and faculty watching us reap the benefits of our hard work. Your constant support and love has not gone unnoticed, and we appreciate everything that you have done for us. So, with that, I would like to thank the College of Business for producing this amazing group of students sitting before me. We have here the future of insurance, finance, marketing, accounting, HR, management, business information systems, entrepreneurship, and whatever else you guys decide to do. We have a long way to go after we leave Redbird Arena and ISU. So I want you to look back at the last 256,420,800 seconds of your life and ask yourself if you made the most of those seconds. And then ask yourself how you're going to make the most of the rest of your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brianna. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Larry Dietz, the 19th President of Illinois State University, who will address the graduating class, family, and friends. President Dietz.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, and welcome to the most important, exciting, and fulfilling weekend of all weekends at Illinois State University. To the more than 4,000 graduates who are participating in commencement ceremonies this weekend, I bid you a hearty and heartfelt congratulations. You did it, you made it, and you're here. You've made all of us very proud of you, and hopefully you're also proud of yourself. So if your student graduated cum laude, that's a high distinction. If your student graduated magna cum laude, it's an even higher distinction. And if your student is graduating summa cum laude, that's the highest distinction. And if you're in the audience thinking my student was not in any of those categories, but Lottie, they graduated. It's a distinction just to graduate from Illinois State. Today is a celebration of your ambition, intellect, perseverance, and engagement. Whether you came to Illinois State straight out of high school, transferred from another institution, pieced together your education while working and perhaps raising a family, or arrived on campus after serving your country, today you have reached a significant destination. I also want to thank and congratulate the hundreds of family members, friends, faculty, staff members, and alums who celebrate with us today. Graduates, please remember to thank them and return their warm embrace as they help you in your celebrations today. They all supported you and contributed to your growth and development, and they deserve to share in your success. And because tomorrow is Mother's Day, I also want to give a special shout out to all the mothers, grandmothers, and those who have served as a mother figure to these very special students. So moms, grandmoms, other folks, could you please give a wave or stand so we could recognize you? Where else can you go and get thousands of people cheering you to be a mom? How about that? Dads, I don't have anything for you. Sorry. I'm sure you'll enjoy taking the ladies in your life out for lunch, and I would wish you an early Happy Father's Day. How about that? Illinois State Normal University was founded in 1857, and 52 years later, the class of 1909 marched across the stage to receive their diplomas. There were 61 graduates in that class of 1909. The university's president at the time was President David Felmley. He was quoted as being frustrated because the state had not properly funded its schools. Can you imagine that? I guess some things never change, but I bring up the class of 1909 today because they have something else in common with you, the class of 2017, and is something much more important than fiscal matters. Both the class of 09 and you, the class of 17, graduated at a time when the Chicago Cubs were the reigning World Series champion. And that's a great designation. Sorry, Sox fans and Cards fans and so forth. One of the heroes, though, of the 1908 Cubs was shortstop Joe Tinker, who homered in a crucial win over the Detroit Tigers. Fast forward to 2016 Fall Classic, and David Ross played the hero, smacking a Game 7 homer to cap off a resurgent year for the 39-year-old catcher that the team affectionately called Grandpa Rossi. Just under a month ago, I had the honor of meeting David Ross. My wife Marlene and I served as co-chairs of the local Red Cross benefit, and David was our keynote speaker, and what a great speaker he was. At one point during the evening, David even let me try on his World Series ring, and it was about as big as the baseball itself. The ring featured 108 diamonds, one for each year the Cubs had gone without a World Series championship. It also had a depiction of a goat, and of course, anyone who's ever followed the Cubs knows about the dreaded curse of the billy goat. But also inscribed on the ring was the Cubs' motto for 2016. That motto was, "We never quit." Those three words epitomize the Cubs through a season of highs and lows, but the Cubs held true to their values and true to their motto, "We never quit." For the past few years, I've often repeated a motto that I believe epitomizes Illinois State University, and it also contains three words. And those three words are strong and stable. During several years of economic turmoil and political gridlock, Illinois State has stayed true to its values, and we too have never quit. And today, we remain strong and stable. The values so precious to this university are the pursuit of learning and scholarship, individualized attention, diversity, civic engagement, all undergirded by integrity. These values, the cornerstone of our strategic plan entitled Educating Illinois, have well served the faculty and staff of the university, and as students, they have guided you to a significant achievement, the completion of a 4-year or more college degree. So as you celebrate your hard-earned honor today, Illinois State also celebrates its recognition as one of the country's top universities with nationally high retention and graduation rates, with outstanding career placement, with low student debt, and accolades for our quality and value from a variety of respected national publications. Success and achievement are the result of careful planning, hard work, adherence to values, and a never-quit attitude. As you begin a new path on life's journey today, I urge you to take the time to chart a course, to nurture your mind and body to enable hard work, to look within yourself to define and abide by your core values, and of course, never quit. If need be, you may borrow the values dear to Illinois State. All 5 that I mentioned are applicable in what you will soon call the real world, just as they were here on this campus. Whichever value you select, I ask you today to add one more, and that's the value of tolerance. I fear that over the past several years, the rapid-fire reactions so common in social media have allowed us to become cynical, perhaps too judgmental, perhaps too quick to shame, and too quick to condemn. John F. Kennedy once said, quote, "Tolerance implies no lack of commitments to one's own beliefs, rather it condemns the oppression or persecution of others," end of quote. As you boldly stride into life's next exciting chapter, please act with tolerance. And I promise you will be teaching others a great lesson as well. You will also have the support of your new alumni family, 210,000 strong and growing, and I know that they also never quit. I hope that you will connect with many of them, strengthening current relationships and forming new ones. As alumni, you instantly become Illinois State's best source of marketing and public relations. Please tell others about us. Share your stories of success and, yes, of challenges both in and out of the classroom. Talk about a favorite tradition, a caring faculty or staff member, or a place on campus that always made you feel at home, even when you were far away, perhaps from your original home. Encourage friends, family members, and colleagues to take a look at Illinois State. In short, help us welcome new students who are as engaged and motivated as you have been. Also, wherever you choose to work, tell your companies and organizations that every year Illinois State produces thousands of graduates with unique and diverse backgrounds, and all with the quality academic and career preparation that has moved them to hire you. Continue to grow the opportunities for students who come after you, just as the students who now are alums came before you and did that on your behalf. Finally, though you may leave our campus today, please remember you will always be a part of Illinois State University. This is your university home, and we are your university family. We hope you will return to campus regularly to visit faculty and staff, perhaps take in a sporting event, and make homecoming your weekend getaway. Please mentor students and serve on advisory boards and take active parts in the communities in which you will live. Over time, the faces may age, the buildings will change, but you will always find the special reminders of your time on campus and in this community. Graduates, please accept my best wishes for you. Strive to be happy, work to be healthy, and always, always be Redbirds. We are very proud of you, and we hope you'll always be proud to be the part of Illinois State University. Thank you for your kind attention and congratulations. Thank you very much. Provost Murphy, please join me as we confer the master's and bachelor's degrees on our 2017 candidates.
Will all candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accounting, and Integrated Bachelor of Science, Master of Professional Accountancy, please rise. President Dietz, these candidates have studied for advanced degrees in the graduate school. I recommend that you confer the appropriate degree upon each of them who has met university requirements, and that you cause the university diploma indicative of that degree to be presented to each candidate.
Candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accounting, and Integrated Bachelor of Science, Master of Professional Accountancy, you have shown your determination to develop your talents and sharpen your skills to the very fullest. Your responsibility now is to apply these capabilities to improve the world. This, then, is your charge. By the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you a degree with all the appendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. I offer my warm congratulations to each of you. Audience, please join me in recognizing our newest graduates. Graduates, please be seated.
Will all candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? President Dietz, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Business, I present this group of students and recommend that you confer the appropriate degree upon each of the candidates.
By the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree recommended by the appropriate faculty with all the appendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Since the Middle Ages, the silks of the graduation tassel have represented the colors of the faculty and the power of the university to confer degrees. You will continue this wonderful tradition of silks as you move your tassel to the left, signifying your transition from student to graduate of this university. Members of the class of 2017, please move your tassels from the right to the left. I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you, and graduates, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to invite Dean Samant back to the lectern to congratulate our graduates. Dean?
Thank you, President Dietz. On behalf of the College of Business, with deep pride and great pleasure, I welcome our newest graduates, families, and friends to today's graduation ceremony. Yesterday, at the college graduation picnic, I had the honor of meeting some of our newest graduates and their families, grandmothers and grandfathers, parents, brothers and sisters, uncles, aunts, nephews and nieces, boyfriends and girlfriends, and it was delightful to sense the excitement of the group towards today's graduation ceremony. You had come to our event from all over, from Bloomington, Illinois, to Paderborn, Germany. Thank you for your enthusiasm. We are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2017. You, our graduates, have reached a milestone in your life. Those among you who are receiving bachelor's degrees have accomplished something that 68% of the adult population in the United States has not accomplished. If you are earning your master's degree today, you have accomplished something that 88% of the adult population in the United States has not accomplished. Graduates, please reflect for a minute on that first day you stepped on the campus at Illinois State University. You might have entered apprehensive, hesitant, wondering what your future will be. Well, a lot has happened since you arrived on campus in 2013. Back then, a person who thought the Cubs would soon win the World Series would have his or her rationality questioned. Back then, the unemployment rate was about 8%. Today, it is about 4.5%. Back then, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was about 13,000, and today it is around 21,000. Back then, the iPhone 4 was the state of the art. No one had heard of a Pokemon, let alone a Pikachu. Back in 2013, you were familiar with Facebook, but probably not with LinkedIn. A lot has changed in the world since you last stepped on campus. Today, the job outlook is better, the economy is better, and you're well prepared to start your journey in the business world. Graduates, I ask you to reflect for just a minute on how you have changed and how you have been transformed by your studies in the College of Business at ISU. You have been educated to make your mark in the business world by a world-class faculty who are at the cutting edge of knowledge in their areas of expertise. You have experienced a small college atmosphere and have made strong relationships with fellow students, professors, faculty, and staff. You have experienced a portfolio of learning opportunities, both in the classroom and outside it. You have taken part in internships, service learning, study abroad, and some of you in the area of entrepreneurship. This year, you took the ETS Major Field Test in business. As a class, out of 575 colleges throughout the United States, you scored in the 85th percentile. Congratulations. We are proud of you. You are well prepared for the business world. You have exactly what businesses are looking for today. You have deep content knowledge in your chosen areas of study. You have professional skills, critical thinking, problem solving, communication skills, leadership skills, ethics, and a sense of giving back to others. While the cost of education is rising, the cost of ignorance is rising even faster. A college degree is highly valued by most employers. There is no question about the value of a degree from the College of Business at ISU. We hold the gold standard in professional accreditation of our business college. To put this in perspective, out of 10,000 business schools in the United States, the College of Business at ISU is one of 185 that has received business accreditation and separate accounting accreditation from AACSB, the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. You are in an exclusive group of 1.8% of the best students in the best colleges of business in the United States. I am delighted to report that just last month, our accreditation was renewed for the next 5 years. I want you to know that the value of your diploma is not only holds strong, but is rising fast. Bloomberg Business Week magazine rates us among one of the top 75 business colleges in the nation. We move up 20 spots since the last ranking. Washington Monthly ranks us the 4th best in the Midwest in terms of value from among 405 colleges of business. Okay? The congratulations are due to you. Rankings are certainly important, but the real value of a business degree is measured by the success of our graduates. As you step forward to make your mark on the world, know that you are well prepared and set your sights high. Aspire to be like our COB graduate, Jack Hartung, the CFO of Chipotle, or Steve Hagee, the CEO of Aptar, Paul Flessner, the Vice President of Microsoft, or perhaps Bill Allison, the National Managing Director of Global Technology for Deloitte, who supervises a unit of 45,000 employees. Or maybe you will be an entrepreneur, like the co-founders of PackBack, Mike Shannon and Casey Grantham, who appeared on the NBC Shark Tank in 2014. Or like Diane Irvine, the former CEO of Blue Nile, who's one of the largest internet diamond retailers in the world. You are our future, and we anxiously await to hear of your success. Among members of our audience here today, I am sure we have business persons who are always on the lookout for competent employees. To you employers in the audience amongst us, I say, look around you and grab these young graduates while they last. You will not regret it. In closing, you, our graduates, have accomplished a lot. You are prepared to start seeking your next milestone in life. But before you start that journey, thank your family, thank your faculty, your professors, thank all those who have helped you reach this milestone. Illinois State University has been characterized as a large public institution with a small college feel. We value individualized attention for every student. It is now time to recognize our graduates for their hard work and strength of mind. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you.
All graduates receiving a master's degree in the College of Business, please proceed to cross the stage and receive your diploma cover. You may be seated when you return to your row. Graduates with a master's degree in Business Administration will receive their diploma covers on the east side to the audience's left. Graduates receiving a master's degree in Accounting and Integrated Bachelor of Science Master of Professional Accountancy will receive their diploma covers on the west side to the audience's right.
Graduating with an MBA, Natalie Abraham.
Jacob Bianchi.
Alexander Bell.
Brendan Chan.
Angela Cantrell.
Johanna Maria Habenstreit.
A veteran of the United States Army, Carl Alexander Cardenas.
Nicholas Stephen Lazara.
Joshua John Carr.
Brian Michael Lee.
Chanel Akela Carter.
Alex Legreed.
Ted Anthony Cousins.
Manoj Kumar Pujan.
Jordan Gregory DeBow.
Seth Michael Riggle.
Richard A. Dow Jr.
Jacob Robert Satterley.
Adem Ferenczi.
Bo Swinford.
Michael James Gibson.
All graduates receiving a bachelor's degree, please proceed to cross the stage and receive your diploma cover. You may be seated when you return to your row. Members of the audience, we encourage your applause after your graduate's name is read. However, please refrain from using any type of noisemaker as your graduate crosses the stage. Loud noises and outbursts will distract from recognition of the next graduate crossing the stage. We appreciate your cooperation. Graduates receiving a bachelor's degree in the Department of Accounting and Management and Quantitative Methods will receive their diploma covers on the west side to the audience's right. Graduates receiving a bachelor's degree in the Departments of Finance, Insurance, and Law and Marketing will receive their diploma covers on the east side to the audience's left. Graduates with honors are noted in your program booklets. We will recognize them individually when they cross the stage. Jamie Lynn Amon.
Graduating with an MBA, Kevin Hand.
Graduating cum laude, Evan Michael Alsup.
Anam Sultana Hussein.
Graduating magna cum laude, Alex John Anderson.
Brian Richard Keith.
Cody Jacob Barnes.
Melissa Jo McLean.
Ryan Matthew Bauer.
A veteran of the United States Air Force, Jeremy A. Miller.
Brian Michael Benjamin.
Samuel G. Miller.
Graduating cum laude, Matthew Ryan Byerwalter.
Neri Pinjoli.
Dallas Scott Clark.
Nina Kristen Schwiniger.
Hannah Marilyn Curry.
Olga Solomon.
Graduating magna cum laude, Bradley Allen Deppa.
Vinya Steckel.
Graduating magna cum laude, Jessica Ray Dutzman.
Melissa Dawn Thomas.
Michael Jeffrey Everett.
Eric Wade.
Timothy D. Feltman. Ariel Garcia. Teresa Catherine Gray. Graduating summa cum laude, Montserrat Guillen Garcia. Graduating summa cum laude, Kyle Patrick Kennedy. Jason John Kolosinski. Graduating magna cum laude, Nicole Patricia Koschik. Kenneth Lynn. Charles Thomas Link. John Jeffrey Massey.
All graduates receiving a bachelor's degree with a major in finance or insurance, please proceed across the stage and receive your diploma cover. Chairperson Copenhaver will present the diploma covers. Graduating cum laude, Tarek Ahmed.
Natalia Mihayeva.
Brianna Chanel Allen.
Graduating magna cum laude, Natalie Christine Newcomb.
Omar Altaher.
Graduating magna cum laude, Chelsea Lynn Ramus.
Brandon Anderson.
Brian Jacob Scher.
Patrick Richard Anderson.
Graduating magna cum laude, Sarah Jean Shippey.
David Angel.
Graduating magna cum laude, Chelsea Anna Simpson.
Graduating summa cum laude, Cody Roger Appel.
Lauren Nicole Smaga.
Also graduating with the second major in economics, Joshua Baker.
Graduating cum laude, Cody James Stewart.
Joe Batelli.
Graduating summa cum laude, Alexander Eskin Strauss.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Adam Beach.
Brendan Michael Surmeyer.
Connor James Beck.
Scott Trevor Thomas.
Lance Bell.
Nicholas Jefferson Trisna.
Also graduating with the second major in General Finance, Grant Bugetto.
Jordan Mackenzie Wheeler.
Jacob Bone.
Graduating cum laude, Ryan Matthew Williamson.
John Richard Bonk.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Gabriela Anais Alvarez.
Also graduating with a second major in Risk Management and Insurance, Erica Lynn Braun.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Gunjan Amin.
Justin Bren.
Graduating cum laude, Quinn Palmer Anderson.
Matthew Breslin.
Dylan Robert Angel.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Andrew Brooks.
Mazen Askar.
Alec Lee Brown.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Anthony Joseph Bartolotta, Jr.
Brett Brzozowicz.
Gregory Christopher Blazek.
Danielle Buman.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Brady C. Bushman.
Patrick Butler.
Quinton A. Butch.
Bo Bastian Carver.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Brenda Isawara Conchola.
Nathan Castle.
Brian Chiga.
Also graduating with a second major in Risk Management and Insurance, Madison Ann Cassidy.
Graduating cum laude, Brock Anderson Cornwell.
Sergio Angel Castellanos.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Adam Richard DeLisi.
Brian Stephen Clemens.
Graduating magna cum laude and with a second major in General Finance, Kevin Walter DeLisi.
Samantha Coit.
Mark Jacob Denman.
Reed Patrick Conley.
Also graduating with a second major in Finance, Stephanie Nicole Desiderio.
Nicholas Michael Connor.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Grayson Edward Dewey.
Samuel Coolidge.
Also graduating with a second major in Business Information Systems, Samuel Austin Dockery.
Also graduating with a second major in Accounting, Carly Marie Cope.
Daniel Doherty.
Blake Oliver Cowden.
Kristen Dunn.
Dan Crowley.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, William Kieran Eddy, Jr.
Wyatt Didier.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Patrick Michael Elgett.
Also graduating with a second major in Risk Management and Insurance, Michael Joseph Dirks.
Anthony Estrada.
Monica Discate.
Frederick Nabil Fady.
A veteran of the United States Army and graduating cum laude, Ryan C. Duff.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Joseph Anthony Farrow.
Taylor Dutton.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Ryan Michael Finley.
Nicholas David Aish.
Abigail Grace Fisher.
Daley Erickson.
Christopher Adam Goldrick.
Brendan Fagan.
Also graduating with a second major in General Finance, Nicholas Edward Gonzalez.
Blake Fairbanks.
Mackenzie Diane Gordon.
Ryan Fishbach.
Tori DeMonte Harrell.
Nicholas Fisher.
Graduating magna cum laude, Kelly Jean Gutierrez.
Christopher Fullerine.
Graduating magna cum laude, Haley Haroon.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Jared Fouts.
Bradley Robert Hathaway.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Andrew Gerald Fox.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Brandon Eric Hill.
Matthew Fricky.
Also graduating with a second major in organizational leadership, Ashley Marie Holada.
Jerry Friedman.
Sean Michael Hughes.
Michael R. Ganzer.
Graduating cum laude and with a second major in general finance, Bradley Allen Hupp.
Graduating magna cum laude, Trevor Allen Gehrig.
Oluwaseun Ejose.
Jesse Donald Gervins.
Morgan Christine Johnson.
Graduating magna cum laude with a second major in risk management and insurance, Aaron Gibbons.
Rachel Andrea Johnson.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Amy Christine Gibson.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Keegan Emmett Joyce.
Connor David Graham.
Also graduating with a second major in business information systems, Matthew John Jerzak.
Arias Edward Greer.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Christopher Michael Karn.
Matthew Gregory.
Ryan Joseph Kehoe.
Connor Griffin.
Also graduating with a second major in economics, Keenan Patrick Kelly.
Reed Griffiths.
Destiny L. Kincaid.
Graduating summa cum laude with a second major in risk management and insurance, Vlada Gudzenko.
Graduating cum laude, Caitlin Lee Klein.
Kylie Hampton.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Taylor LeMay Klein.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Cameron Height.
Graduating cum laude, Corey Michael Comperda.
Ryan Homan.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Aaron Thomas Kurth.
Graduating cum laude with a second major in general finance, Evan Hoon.
Graduating cum laude and with a second major in general finance, Ian Michael Kurth.
Anthony Joseph Huckstead.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Tiffany Renee Long.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Joe Ivarone.
Natalie Lorenzano.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Baruch Ajigu.
Brian Patrick Lynch.
Cade Jackson.
Graduating cum laude, Joseph Thomas Matchka.
Joshua Jentz.
Aaron Marks.
Graduating cum laude with a second major in risk management and insurance, Austin Michael Jones.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Christian Tyler Mashing.
Kimberly Kapica.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Delane Charles McClurkin.
Garrett Key.
Also graduating with a second major in organizational leadership, Mark Lawrence McNiff.
Farhan Khan.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Matthew Alfred Maselli.
Also graduating with a second major in economics, Brian Kill.
Cole Timothy Mikesell.
Louis Michael King III.
Also graduating with a second major in horticulture and landscape management, Casey Neal Moffett.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, John Kirkpatrick.
Patrick Molitor.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, John Emmett Costantelos.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Antonio de Jesus Montes de Oca.
Catherine Kowalczyk.
Patricia Karen Moravec Snook.
Graduating cum laude with a second major in international business, Agnieszka Kotashinka Kowalski.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Stephen Alexander Murguia.
Kimberly Kwiatkowski.
Nicholas Natanek.
Francisco Lopez.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Jordan Matthew Nyanek.
Timothy Lynch.
Shannon Elizabeth Normoyle.
Jake Mainzer.
Sean Patrick O'Connor.
Caitlin Malik.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Brian Thomas Oglesby.
Graduating cum laude with a second major in risk management and insurance, Daniel Malnati.
Kimberly Maria Patnode.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Michael Newell Mannix.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Kevin Michael Patzilt.
Also graduating with second major in risk management and insurance, Spencer Marlett.
Graduating cum laude, Dominic August Pedota.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Andrew McCarthy.
Graduating magna cum laude and with a second major in general finance, Ryan Michael Powers.
Also graduating with a second major in accounting, Grant Joseph Markowitz.
Rohan Shrikant Prabhu.
Also graduating with a second major in entrepreneurship business management, Hollis Madonis.
Also graduating with a second major in business information systems, Bradley Patrick Redlick.
Kira Noel Mendrick.
Graduating cum laude, Elizabeth Paulette Reinhardt.
James Vincenzo Merletti.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Maxime Joseph Rogowski.
Alyssa Lynn Mills.
Nicholas John Rott.
Graduating summa cum laude with a second major in risk management and insurance, Patrick Shivitz.
Graduating summa cum laude and also with a second major in general finance, Nathan Matthew Rubinger.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Nono Nkaga McCoy.
Bradley Joseph Schmidt.
Kevin Newman.
Elizabeth Ann Shine.
Jacob James O'Neill.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Kyle James Smart.
David O'Perry O'Dado.
Robert Parker St. John.
John Phillip.
Micaiah Sweeter.
Timothy Prendergast.
Chris Taraska.
Matthew James Quinn.
Also graduating with a second major in business information systems, Miguel Vargas.
Also graduating with a second major in economics, Matthew Rabinek.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Francisco Vega.
Carlo Antonio Rallo.
Also graduating with a second major in organizational leadership, Faye Velblum.
Matthew Rauch.
Also graduating with a second major in business information systems, Tyler Scott Walgren.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Kellyanne Reed.
Graduating summa cum laude, Austin James Walshert.
Jason Michael Rehor.
Graduating summa cum laude, Sophia Wan.
Also graduating with a second major in business information systems, Alec Connor Sanderson.
Jessica Dorothy Warchol.
Brian Salvatore Serio.
Brian Nicholas Warner.
Brendan Shillany.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Jacob Daniel Weiner.
Colleen Meg Sokolowski.
Robert Ryan Weiss.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Dylan Reed Steffens.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Alexander James Wilbeck.
Destiny Marie Stone.
Chase Lisco Wilson.
Nicholas Strom.
Alec Robert Whitner.
Austin Sun.
Gregory Thomas Wyszynski, graduating with a second major in organizational leadership.
Thomas Bradley Sussman.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Nicole Wolski.
Michael Thompson.
Heather Lynn Yale.
Gina Tresno.
Ashley Michelle Yantis.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Dustin Van Tyne.
Joseph Wayne Young.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Haley Verbeck.
Graduating summa cum laude, also with a second major in general finance, Daniel Michael Uhas.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Rebecca Verbeck.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Owen Nils Zuber.
Matthew Ward.
Graduating summa cum laude, Kyle Brandon Zultz.
Trevon Wells.
All graduates receiving a bachelor's degree with a major in business administration, international business, and management, please proceed to cross the stage and receive your diploma cover. Chairperson Trites will present the diploma covers. With a degree in management and quantitative methods, Anthony Areola.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Weston F. Whalen.
Philip Angelico.
Jack Wilkins.
Abby Armbrust.
Graduating cum laude, Ethan Paul Whitting.
Takuro Amaziah.
Madeline Wojak.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Ryan Bailey.
Clark Addison Warby.
Patrick John Baker.
Also graduating with a second major in entrepreneurship business management, Rachel Lynn Wright.
Kennedy K. Barrett.
Nick Wysocki.
Randy Barrow.
Anthony F. Zubricki.
Alex Bartholomew.
All graduates receiving a bachelor's degree with a major in business teacher education and marketing, please proceed to cross the stage and receive your diploma cover. Chairperson Melton will present the diploma covers. Kathleen Ackerman.
Jennifer Ben.
Alyssa Amber Adams.
Caitlin Benavides.
Reed William Allen.
Jordan Benjamin.
Gabriela Alvarez.
Edward Bessner III.
Graduating cum laude, Marguerite Mary Ambrose.
Madison Ann Byer.
Francesca Anderson Vargas.
Brady Michael Beer.
Also graduating with a dual degree in management and quantitative methods, Riley Atkinson.
Samuel Bivona.
Madeline Augustine.
Ryan Black.
Cami Michelle Bauer.
Currently serving in the United States Army Reserve, also graduating with a second major in general finance, Christopher Bull.
Graduating cum laude, also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Marie Nicole Baydoun.
Graduating summa cum laude, Elizabeth Marie Bowl.
Grace Catherine Blickhan.
Also graduating with a second major in human resource management, Carly Lynn Bonges.
Robert Bowman.
Graduating magna cum laude, Michael Braun.
Nicholas Brancato.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Michael Broderick.
Christian Michael Brown.
Jackson Henry Buckley.
David J. Brown.
Christopher Joseph Buskowitz.
Graduating cum laude, Melissa Brown.
Jeremy Matthew Cabor.
Danny Bugg.
Brett Alexander Carlson.
Andre Burke.
Beth Ann Claxton.
Kaylin Kane.
Callie Morgan Clegg.
Graduating cum laude, also with a second major in general finance, Zachary Calvert.
Aiden Cloherty.
Nathan Cameron.
Also graduating with a second major in marketing, David Allen Cochran.
Jeffrey Carlson.
Jake Kalklaesher.
Davy Adalbert Infante Colcol.
Brett Consett.
Corey Conklin.
Megan Cotterill.
Graduating cum laude, Taylor Conrad.
Elizabeth Cropper.
Michael Costas.
John Cunat.
Graduating cum laude, Jonathan Kramer.
Dylan Delaquila.
Graduating magna cum laude, Jake Cronkite.
Alec Robert Diab.
Molly Dyra Curran.
Joseph Anthony DiGion Antonio.
Kaylee Davis.
Amber Finley.
Ashley DeSanto.
Veronica DeSano.
Derek Desky.
Elizabeth Dixon.
Nicholas Dombrowski.
Elizabeth Lauren Emmerich.
Lauren Jean Dornaward.
Edgar Espinoza.
Also graduating with a second major in risk management and insurance, Matthew Dubiel.
Also graduating with a second major in international business, Darian Lee Fangmeyer.
Jenna Durante.
Brianna Ferguson.
Sydney Early.
Carly Flirtage.
Graduating summa cum laude, Riley Christine Egan.
Also graduating with a second major in business administration, Connor Michael Forg.
Alex Eliades.
Antonio Foster.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jessica Frank.
Graduating summa cum laude, Haley Fahey.
Ty First.
Ashawn Faze.
Also graduating with a second major in marketing, Alexander Gargano.
Kelly Ferraro.
Deasia Garrett.
Derek Foley.
Also graduating with a second major in human resource management, Brett Michael Gilbert.
Graduating magna cum laude, Kirsten Amber Foley.
Mosadi Iman Goodman.
Sarah Marie Fortin.
Greg Gradowski.
John Richard Friedrich.
Raquel Marissa Gritius.
Bridget Gamble.
Also graduating with a second major in organizational leadership, Kelsey Aaron Hall.
Alexander Gatos.
Kevin Dalton Hall.
Patrick Thomas Gaynor.
Graduating with a commission as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army, Jacob Sterling Hansen.
Charles Goodyear.
Jonathan Hart.
Jonathan Gray.
August Hasley.
Bethany Schwind.
Lizeth Airley Hatfield.
Ryan James Gutowski.
Jacob Herzog.
Kyle DeArmond Halkertson.
Carly Marie Hinman.
Cecilia Hansen.
Alex Cole Hodson.
Addison Harmon.
Jack Martin Holding.
Donovan Hayes.
Liam Hooper.
Thomas Matthew Hegney.
Nathaniel Horry.
Graduating summa cum laude, Joseph Hennigan.
Erica Howell.
Kelly Michelle Lavach.
Lizzie Jefferson.
Amelia Catherine Hogstrom.
Tierra Jordan Jensen.
Rachel Huber.
Aubrey Lynn Johnson.
Daniel James Hudson.
Tracy Renee Johnson.
John Florian Jablonski.
Abigail Rose Kiernan.
Lindsay Jarrell.
Kevin Thomas Kelly.
Kayla Jenkins.
Kevin Kling.
Anne Marie Jessup.
Graduating cum laude, also graduating with a second major in human resource management, Alex Nickram.
Kasha Nicole Kalka.
Kayla Noel Neep.
Sanam Geet Kaur.
Daria Crumry.
Patrick John Kelly.
Jesse John Kwok.
Ryan Kelly.
Graduating magna cum laude, Brian Matthew Lang.
Aaron Allen Kennebrew III.
Allison Lehman.
Graduating cum laude, Morgan Curlin.
Mary Margaret Levis.
Shannon Killian.
Vincent Litza.
Thomas August Klesak.
Lindsay Ann Litweiler.
Henry Kreutz.
Sean Lohmeyer.
Brooke Sizik.
Vincent Loverde.
Kyle Kelzo.
Andrew Everett Luce.
Stephen Kurtz.
Michael Thomas Lung.
Ashlyn Lee.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Kieran Lynch.
Lexus Leiteritz.
Matthew Lyon.
Matthew John Lennox.
Also graduating with a second major in general finance, Ryan Magnuson.
Jake Traverse Long.
Rodrigo Maurice.
Heather Nicole Lopez.
James Matthew Martin.
Graduating cum laude, Samantha Levecki.
Also graduating with a second major in organizational leadership, Nicholas Mason.
Monica Lozavati.
Jennifer McClary.
Kevin Anthony Malik.
Daniel James McCurdy.
Joseph Anthony Manzari.
Aaron Mering.
Ellen Marr.
Kyle Myhofer.
Giovanni Martino.
Nicholas Miller.
Sloan Matthews.
Ryan Meinhardt.
Mary McCann.
Kinch Mizell.
Felicia McKay.
Brad Moody.
Alicia Melvin.
Alyssa Moon.
Lauren M. Metzger.
Jacob Mosinski.
A veteran of the United States Marine Corps, Zachary Meyer.
Jacob Modelinsky.
Andrea Miller.
Graduating magna cum laude, Grace Ann Hanshi Mosdren.
Graduating summa cum laude, Kaylee Miller.
Michael Maroic.
Tiffany Miller.
Crystal K. Mudiandambo.
Mason Morehouse.
Zachary Nelson.
Lucas Murrin.
Jessica Rose Newman.
Andrew Charles Miller.
Olivia Laura Norton.
Patrick Murtaugh.
Francine Nziago.
Graduating cum laude, also with a second major in human resource management,
Fallon Oliver.
Aaron Mayat.
Oh, sorry. Nicholas Michael O'Mara.
Mac Nelson.
Weston Osborne.
Jeffrey Nicholas.
Samuel Wren Ottens.
Samantha Noble.
Jen Otto.
Andrew Knoll.
Also graduating with a second major in human resource management, Daniel Anthony Pacheco.
Evan Novak.
Alyssa Victoria Panzarella.
Morgan Elizabeth Oakes.
Lopa Patel.
Jeremy Odzer.
Jessica Mariah Patterson.
Bridget Mary Orzek.
Jacob Lee Pearson.
Mark Pecos.
Eric W. Peterson.
Christina Pape.
Dylan Pashon.
Kenneth William Papke.
Madeline Rose Pierce.
Joseph Paruta.
Graduating summa cum laude, Matthew Kyle Porter.
Megan Dale Perkins.
Haley Marie Prosek.
Also graduating with a second major in organizational leadership, Kyle James Perrone.
Brianna Lauren Quant.
Vince Pitalia.
Victoria Rains.
Megan Paisani.
Joshua Reed.
Carly Ann Rambo.
Jordan Renee Roach.
Adam James Rebora.
Graduating summa cum laude, also graduating with a second major in accounting, Jamie Roberts.
Also graduating with a second major in human resource management, Sawyer Rigo.
Xavier Rodella.
Alex Resnick.
Tiffany Rojas.
Nicholas Stewart Rice.
Allison Rosado.
Kevin Rizzo.
Megan Rossman.
Riker Radakowski.
Also graduating with a second major in marketing, Amanda Nicolette Rubin.
Also graduating with a second major in organizational leadership, Chad Roth.
Lauren Alyssa Rusnock.
Jonah Samp.
Connor Mackenzie Ryan.
Ibrahim Sanson.
Emily Lauren Scaletta.
Sydney Scalpelli.
Eric William Schramm.
Caitlin Schabel.
Sarah Schultz.
Leon Shecklong.
Zachary Michael Shedda.
Kevin Scheffler.
Ryan James Samari.
David Schmeltzer.
Rachel P. Shoemaker.
Emily Maria Schoenfeld.
Cameron Alex Smith.
Brad Schwarman.
Emily Snyder.
Dylan Scully.
Olivia Snyder.
Matthew William Seidel.
Jeffrey Allen Stewart II.
Billy Shin.
Okay. Caitlin Brienne Sullivan.
Jordan Siegel.
Jacob Ryan Sullivan.
Bryce Silverthorne.
Christina Marie Swift.
Andrew Scora.
Natalie Rose Tadich.
Mark Casey Snodgrass.
Allison Tanis.
Mason James Snyder.
Trenton Tate.
Jarvis Sokolowicz.
Graduating magna cum laude, Dakota Thielen.
Graduating summa cum laude, Renee Solberg.
Graduating cum laude, Anthony Thompson.
Joseph Sorrentino.
LaQuisha Patrice Thurman.
Anthony Stengel.
Emily Ann Tomaszewski.
John Stanko.
Also graduating with a second major in marketing, Grace Ann Twitchell.
Blake Sterenberg.
Samantha Jo Vanderlawn.
Graduating summa cum laude, Dylan Lee Steffen.
Haley Alexandria Very.
Scott Stewart.
Ramazan Vazelli.
Matthew Christian Swain.
Nicholas Wanick.
Curtis Thrun.
Trainice Capri Washington.
Peter Tuttle.
Graduating magna cum laude, Megan Wavering.
Graduating magna cum laude, Gabrielle Uvelli.
Noah Scott Webb.
Tyler Kenneth Vanisi.
Blake Edward Welter.
Millie Thivo.
Sarah Wilcox.
Melanie Voyevich.
Madison Marie Williams.
Caitlin Josephine Wales.
Kevin Winberg.
Michael Jeffrey Ward.
Austin Joseph Warner.
Alexandra Warren.
Graduating cum laude, also graduating with a second major in human resource management, Abby Lynn Wright.
Matthew Weixner.
Brittany Deanne Zulo.
Graduating magna cum laude, Allison White.
Graduating with a bachelor's degree in finance, insurance, and law, Joe Zangerle.
Graduating magna cum laude, Bailey Weinzerl.
Graduating with a second degree in business information systems, Eulalie Buffol.
Danielle Marie Walter. Elizabeth Yacano. Michael Yanone. J.U. Clint Zoomer.
Congratulations, everyone. As our ceremony approaches its conclusion, it is my pleasure to introduce Tim Pantalone, President of the Alumni Association. Tim graduated from Illinois State University in 2007 with a Bachelor of Science in Finance. Please welcome Tim, who induct our graduates into the Alumni Association.
Good afternoon, graduates. Congratulations. As president of the Illinois State University Alumni Association Board of Directors, it is my honor to welcome you to a large yet exclusive organization, the Illinois State University Alumni Association. During your time at Illinois State, you've been taught, mentored, and nurtured by a talented and caring family of faculty and staff members. You encountered many new life experiences, made friendships, and built relationships that will last a lifetime. Though you may be leaving our campus today, Illinois State will always be your university home. Today, you join a new family, the 210,000 people worldwide who are proud to be called Illinois State University alumni. Your Alumni Association serves to help you stay connected to the people and places that made your years as a Redbird truly special. I encourage you to get involved and keep Illinois State a part of your life by finding opportunities to network with those who share your Redbird pride. I also hope you accept our invitation to return to campus at any time and join us for special celebrations like homecoming and the many other alumni events hosted locally and across the globe. We also hope you'll share the Illinois State story with the people you encounter every day. Tell others about our quality academics, research, and service. Share your experiences and invite them to become involved. As you move forward, please know that our ability to thrive depends on your continued support. Many of you have already shown your support for the university by making a senior gift through Forever Redbirds. As leaders among your peers, we honor your philanthropic spirit and dedication to Illinois State University. And to all of today's graduates, congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association. As we conclude our commencement ceremony, I ask that all Illinois State University alumni in the audience please stand and remain standing. Please join me in recognizing all who are proud to call Illinois State University their alma mater. Now will the audience please stand and join in the singing of the university hymn, which can be found on the last page of your program booklet. Thank you.